Hey there, race fans. Cooper here. I just wanted to get a quick update to you as we enter into the beginning of the 2017 racing season. So new year, new bike, Pivot Switchblade in this lovely blue color. Love it. So yeah, my poor Pivot Mach 429 frame ended up being cracked, and I had to put it down. That kind of came about over the last, 6 weeks or so. So I went into shopping mode, started testing a few bikes around, tested out some Da Vincis, tested out the Switchblade, and had a hard time figuring out what bike to go with. In the end, I ended up going with the Switchblade. Man, this bike is a dream. It was a little bit pricey. I mean, there's no question about it that Pivot is definitely a high-end bike. So I did look at some different value options. After having ridden this bike and it being in my mind, I couldn't imagine going with a different bike. This bike was just head and shoulders above the rest. I mean, I couldn't reconcile the difference that I was going to be giving up with a different bike, with my different choices. So what makes this bike so awesome? Well, I'm not a geometry guru and all that stuff, but I can tell you a few pointers about the bike that really stood out to me and what I really liked about it. So went with the 27.5 plus configuration. The great thing about the Switchblade is I can switch it out to a 29er configuration, and I do want to try that out. Before too long, I'll probably build up a 29er wheel set to play on here as well. So the chainstay on this bike is incredibly short. It means that the bike is incredibly maneuverable. For me, one thing, it's real easy to get it pull the wheel up and what have you, and for either drops or manuals or whatever, the bike is just fantastic for that. The plus size tires I love for riding around the Austin terrain. The loose chunder that we have, those plus tires just eat it up. In addition to just geometry wise, the bike just felt fantastic. I felt at home. I felt stable. I didn't feel twitchy or anything. Tell you what, jumping on this bike instantly improved my times on a lot of segments that I've been riding for a long time. There's some segments that I improved 15, 20, 25 seconds pretty much from just throwing my leg over this bike. I went from kind of a top 20 rider on some segments on Strava to top 5 rider. I mean, I was, I expected to be able to pull off some a little bit better times, but I wasn't expecting that. So I've been getting asked a lot since folks have seen me riding this bike around now for a little over a week. Oh, hey man, are you giving up XC? No, I'm not giving up XC racing. I'll still be XC racing, but I'll probably be doing it on my 9er hardtail instead of on this beauty. That being said, this beauty is what I plan to really rip up the Southern Enduro Tour this spring, of which the Comfort Enduro, the return of the Zombie Goat Enduro, is next weekend. So I did get the bike at Cycle Progression here in Austin. They do have demos in several sizes in both the 29 and the 27.5 plus configurations. If you're thinking about you're shopping for a new bike, you owe it yourself to try this bad boy out, because believe me, for hill country riding in particular, man, this bike I think is, I don't think you could pick a better bike personally. That's why I went with this bike. So go down to Cycle Progression, ask and take out a demo, give it a spin. I promise you, you will love it. So yeah, I'm loving the Switchblade. I'm looking forward to a fantastic racing year. Kicks off next weekend with the return of the Zombie Goat Enduro out at Flat Rock Ranch in Comfort, Texas. After that, the XC season kind of gets underway as well. So there'll be lots of cool stuff to see. I'm hoping to put together some pretty cool videos. And yeah, stick around, check them out, and we'll catch y'all later. Thanks.